Hi everyone, this is Chris from my girlfriend's quilt shop in Logan, Utah, and we are live on Facebook as we get ready to show you another Machine Tip Tuesday. So join us for this little discussion that we're about to have on learning something new on the Baby Lock sewing machine. All right, so we are here. If you have any questions at all, just go ahead and ask away. We'd love to hear where you're coming in from. Where are you viewing this from? And again, questions, we want to hear them. We'll try to get to as many as we can live, and if we can't, we'll be sure and answer them in the comments below. So later on. All right, so I'm here with Barb. She is one of our spectacular members of our sewing machine team here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and we are going to show you, well, I guess I can't even take credit for this. Barb is going to show you how to do Bobbin Works, and this is an incredible way to use some really beautiful decorative thread in your sewing machine and create some beautiful stitches. So I'm going to turn the camera around right now, Barb, and here we go. Miss Barb. Hello. How are we doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Okay, what's up,
Good,
Chris?
good. Well, I'm here to, let's see. I'm flipping around on some things. Okay. There we go.
Are we ready now?
We're about ready. Yeah. So, Barb, describe to us, what are you going to show us?
I'm going to show you Bobbin Works.
Okay.
This is
What does that mean?
This is Bobbin Works. Isn't that beautiful?
That is. So that is a much thicker stitch. It almost looks like it's hand embroidered.
I love this.
Don't you think? I mean, if someone were wanting to do some more decorative stitching on their sewing machine,
and they want it heavier like
they
this.
want it heavier so it looks like it's been hand stitched almost, this is what they would do.
But you know that you cannot put that heavy thread through your needle.
Okay, let's take a look at what you're talking
so we're
about
on the
over
Aria
here.
sewing machine.
Okay, we're on the Baby Lock Aria,
and I have regular sewing thread in the top, and that's what it has to be.
Okay, so like a 50 weight thread.
Just a regular thread. You can't put anything else up there or you're going to damage your machine.
Okay.
But right here, I've got a heavier thread down here. But then I have this side that is the sewing machine.
Yeah, that just looks like your regular cotton thread. Yep, that's how a decorative stitch would look, just with using your regular thread.
Just beautiful stitches.
Okay.
There's a couple of things. First, I want to put a plug in for the inspiration guides that come with that you can get for many of the Baby Lock machines.
Okay.
And the reason you'd want to have this is this explains to you exactly how to do what we're doing here. Okay. You just flip through that, and there are so many wonderful things in here.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is where I learned about the Bobbin Works.
It's like having a friend right next to you sewing. If you want to learn about couching ribbon, there you go. That's how you do it. If you want to learn about applique, here you go. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay.
I wouldn't buy a Baby Lock machine without this book.
Okay.
I have to have this book because this tells me what I'm going to do and how to get there and how to do it and what my settings need to be.
Nice.
All right, and the book told me all about this.
Okay.
One thing I have to do is I have to change out my bobbin case.
Okay, is that hard to do?
No. So I got my gray bobbin case, and this is the Bobbin Works.
So both bobbin cases come with the machine?
They do.
All right.
And then once I get that on, I'm going to put my needle plate cover back on.
Well, that was really easy.
It is easy. And now I have pre-wound that 12 weight thread in my bobbin.
The bobbin case is because why?
That one can just handle the heavier weight thread.
Okay.
That's just what it's made for.
Okay, so like the tensions are different.
They are different. And this one you can adjust the tensions on. So if this isn't going to work out very well.
Let me take a look at this more up close. You can see how heavy that thread is.
Want to compare it to other threads?
Let's take a look and see. While we're doing that, Kimberly has a question. She asks, what's the name of the book? And I will show you right here. It is the Inspirational Guide. And this is to the Unity, but all of the Baby Lock machines have one for all the different machines.
So here's the difference.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And you can see a big difference.
You can definitely see the difference between the 50 weight and, you said this is 12?
Yeah, that is
Okay,
12.
that's a 12 weight. All right, so the 12 weight's obviously heavier.
It is. It's nice.
And this is what we're going to actually put in our bobbin. That's
Now
why
there's
we call
some
it
things,
Bobbin Works.
right. There's some things you have to do. You can put it in like you normally put it in, but I'm only going to wind it to there.
Oh.
Normally you would take it over and cut it off, but this one I'm just going to put it right there because I want to hang on to my thread. I want to pull that up.
Okay. So normally with our machines, you don't have to pull up the thread.
No, you don't.
But this time it's a little bit different where we are going to pull up the thread.
I need to pull it up.
All right.
I have my end foot on because this is going to allow the thread to pass under. It's a heavier.
Let's take a
Can
look
you
at
see
that. Yeah, it's almost like it has a channel,
It does.
if you will.
To let that thread go underneath.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it lets the fabric move around a little bit more.
Okay. All right. And while you put that on, Barb, another question from Dodie asks, what size bobbin case was it that you changed out to?
I don't know that it has a size. It's called the gray bobbin case.
The gray bobbin case.
Just the gray bobbin case, and it's special for Bobbin Works.
Okay.
So I don't think it has a size. Okay, we're pretty much set up there. But now I have to show you another thing. I have blue tape up here.
Why did you put blue tape on there?
And even when we teach this in classes, we always put tape up there because if you don't, you'll automatically try to cut your threads.
Oh, you don't want to cut your threads on this.
So
Okay.
under here, we have the thread cutter.
Okay.
I don't want to use my thread cutter because it will break it.
Oh.
Because this is a heavier thread.
Yeah, this is good to know.
So that keeps me from touching it.
That's
It reminds me.
That's a good tip, my friends. That's a really good tip.
Now I can go over here and I can select any stitch. I can select any of my wonderful straight stitches in here.
Okay.
I can select anything in here, and you can see that I have used the serpentine stitch right there. But I like to go in the decorative stitches.
Okay.
And I'm going to go over here, and I can scroll through these. Some of these stitches don't work so well. I would not do a real heavy stitch, one that bounces back and forth a lot.
Right.
But there are many stitches I can do. So if I were doing a project, I would want to look at my project, decide what I wanted to do. See, those stitches I probably would not do.
Okay, they're just a little
They're
too
just
thick.
too heavy. I'm going to do this one right there.
Okay, so we've chosen this one, and this is what it's going to look like.
And there's some more adjustments I can do.
Okay.
I
we're
want
gonna
to.
do a little
Yep,
bit more.
I do.
Okay.
If you have the choice, you can increase the length. I don't have the choice here, but I'm going to bump my tension here up to about a 7.
Ah, okay, that's easy.
Yep, easy to do. And when I do that, the last thing I have to remember to do is to sew on the wrong side.
Ah, you know what? That I think is probably one of the trickiest things to remember.
Because
Wrong
I was
side.
doing the wrong side today. And I was not happy with
okay,
it.
so tell us again why, have this make sense to us. Why are we sewing on the wrong side?
It's hard for you to tell because I've got both sides exactly the same on this, but I want to sew on the wrong side because the decoration is going to be
on
the back side because that's where my bobbin is, and I'm doing Bobbin Works.
Look at that.
I love it. I think this one turned out really pretty.
Goodness, it sure did. That is beautiful. Okay.
Makes you want to think of something to sew with it.
I know.
And I can still put my foot down normally.
Okay.
And I'm not going to have my automatic thread cutters, or I'm not going to reinforce my stitch.
Okay.
I'm just going to go forward. I've selected my stitch. I've got my tension up, so I'm ready to roll.
Okay. Let's do it.
Also, you need to sew at a little slower speed than normal.
Okay.
Thread is underneath, so I'm going to pull that out.
Okay, Dodie's asking if you have batting between your material.
I do, just for this purpose. I don't always have to have it in there, but I think it makes the threads stick out just a little bit more.
Okay, and Sarah, the name of this machine is the Baby Lock Aria. Although this, you can do bobbin work on
Any of them.
just about any
Pretty much
Baby Lock machine, right?
From about the cap on up.
Okay. Yeah, great question. And Kimberly asked, does this baby lock also do embroidery? And the answer is not on this particular machine. This is a sewing machine only. However, baby lock machines, there are many, many, many that do embroidery and sewing in one machine.
And you see, I don't have to really do anything. I've got my foot on the gas, but that's it.
Yeah, foot on the gas. There we go.
Now, I'm not going to cut my threads.
Right. Remember, we
I'm
put
going to
that
lift
on
my
there?
needle up,
Okay.
raise my foot, and pull it out.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm so excited because it's almost like Christmas. We see just a regular stitch there.
But
and
on the
back, look at that. With that beautiful thread. That heavyweight thread. That is gorgeous.
It just gives it that fun look.
Yeah.
You could do quilt
So
blocks.
if you love that as much as we do,
Now, what would you do
give
with
us,
this, Chris?
show us the love there, huh?
What do you think you
yeah,
would do
what
with
would
this?
I do? I think
Okay.
I would decorate maybe some home decor pillows.
Okay. Ooh, a
With it.
pillow would be nice.
Pillow would be nice.
This would be a nice quilt block.
Yes, you can make it into a beautiful quilt block. You could make it into, a bag, a handbag.
This is
Look
what
at
I did with
that. Look at that. Wow.
I love it.
That's impressive. I like that.
Table runners.
So
You can see this in a table runner.
So it's like you did a crazy patch
I did. And then just
and then use the decorative threads on there to
go over the
do some
seams.
beautiful, almost like handwork.
Could be handwork.
Dodie says it's a stunning bag, and Kimberly says it's beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's open that up. Yeah, this
And see,
is
I wanted you to
wonderful.
see this so you could see the back of it, whereas here you can't see the back of it.
Right.
I wanted you to see that this is just the regular sewing.
And then turn on the back
Yep.
again.
And this is what it turns
that is
out.
wonderful. That is so pretty.
I love it.
I think, to be able to embellish a little girl's dress, or an apron or something would be really pretty. Really, anytime you want to use decorative stitches, but want to have a thicker look to them, almost as if it were done by hand.
You could do straight stitching. It doesn't have to be a decorative stitch.
Okay.
Anything you'd want to do.
Yeah, definitely.
And we did this in a class, 30 ladies. They all finished it, and it was beautiful.
Wow.
So it's not hard to do.
No, it's really not. And I think the key is there's a couple things that I am taking away from this.
Okay.
Don't use your cutter.
No.
No. We love that automatic thread cutter, but not on this particular
Never.
project.
No.
And the second thing would be to work from the wrong side of the fabric, right?
And also increase your tension.
And increase your
If you
tension.
don't increase your tension, you're going to have kind of an ugly stitch.
Okay, good to know.
It needs to be that. And if you can lengthen your stitch, that also is good.
Okay, perfect.
Any questions?
Any questions out there? Any other questions? You guys have had some great ones. If there's anything else that we have not covered or you have questions about, just let us know and we'll be happy to do that. Someone wants to know how you wound the bobbin.
Good question. I did it right up here. Same way I would any bobbin.
Really?
I just did it extra slow. So when I moved it over here, I've got it on my slowest speed.
How were you able to change that right here?
Yeah, right there. So I can increase it. And I would normally wind my bobbins about right here. But to wind this thread, you've got to go down to there. It's got to go very slow.
Okay.
Just like right here, you're going to make your max speed no higher than this. You
Okay.
want to stitch it slow because you're asking the machine to do some great, wonderful,
Yeah.
heavy thread stitches.
Right, right. We've got a friend joining us, Elena from Costa Rica.
Wow.
I can't understand anything else she said, but I do see the word Costa Rica. So thank you, Elena, for joining us. And thank you, Kimberly, as well, for letting us know that you got this. You got this, girl.
You just got to go try it. Don't be afraid.
Don't
just
be afraid.
Do it.
Give it a try. All right. Tell us where we can find you, Barb.
I'm right here at my girlfriend's quilt shop.
In Logan, Utah.
In Logan, Utah.
All right. Any other questions? Okay, so do you have something fun planned for us next week?
We're going to do AccuQuilt next week.
AccuQuilt next week.
We are.
That's
We're going to
right.
be cutting out some wonderful fun things and teaching you about your AccuQuilt.
Okay.
And if you
all
want
right.
to learn anything, because you've gone through your inspirational guide, You say, I want to learn how to do this. Let us know and we'll do it.
Okay. Oh, Kimberly just she just translated for us. She said your work is beautiful and hello from Costa Rica.
Hello, hello.
Thanks, Kimberly. Appreciate it. All right, my friends, have a wonderful day. Have a great week sewing, and we hope to see you again next week.
Thank you.
See ya.